those judges should be accountable for for their responsibility. And it's not only the first thing that I found that in this boxing world that is kind of like shitty. There's a lot of shitty stuff here that we're gonna point it out. I mean, I don't care whatever anybody say, what they do here. I'm just gonna kick into that nest and expose that shit out. I'm very excited. I'm like, okay, even though I believed before that, I believed that I can do it, but now I know that I can do it. I've been there with it. This experience was unique. It was something that I gained and will help some of my self-belief. The fight, like I want to win this fight. How with by any means, you know. In fact, every knockout in my career has always come natural. I never went and seek for knockout. So, and for the only time that I seek for knockout, it didn't work well for me. I wasn't going to look for a power punch. I know it's going to be a long night. I know he's very tough. He's very durable. I have seen him get knocked out. I'm so excited to work harder and harder to prove all those haters and doubters wrong, because seems like I'm good at it to prove them wrong. So at some point, I mean, I need them to just stick around and watch what's gonna happen in 2024, which gonna be even a better year, even a greatest year than 2023, 2024. So this is our years, guy. Let's go. This is our year. Let's go out there and kick some ass. Let's go out there and kick 2024 ass. And let's go home, baby.
Hi, welcome to the channel. Before I start, I would like to say thank you to those who subscribe and watch my videos. Once again, thank you. And before we get started, if you're new to my channel and you want to see more of my contents, please hit that subscribe button to help my channel grow. On this channel, we say what we truly believe and say it as it is, without taking any sides, with respectful comments. First of all, I would like to take my hat off to Francis Ngannou. Here we are. For his gentlemanly conduct in public and for his fighting skills. He comes across as a humble and genuine human being. If he does beat Joshua, he deserves the title of being the baddest man on the planet. And have to give utmost respect to this man, for he has achieved and probably will achieve more. Respect is earned in my opinion, and Francis earned it. Not like these trash talking wannabe world beaters who can't fight and they trash talk, and when they get into the ring, they got nothing to offer. When Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou step into the ring on the March the 8th, 2024, there will be few comments and few stories that will come out of that fight after the final round, no matter which one wins and how they win. After the result is made public, boxers, promoters, managers, everybody that loves and follows combat sport, including MMA enthusiasts, will have something to say. If Francis wins, he will be making a history, quite literally. He'll become the first man ever without any professional boxing skills to defeat an ex-world champion in his prime. Anthony Joshua, regarded by many boxing fans and establishment as one of the best heavyweight boxers in the last 20 years, will be beaten by a man who only had one professional fight previously. If Francis cannot achieve this, then he's entitled to fight for the world heavyweight title. Not only will the defeat of Joshua shock the boxing world, but it will also tarnish boxing credibility as a hardman way of fighting. The sport, known for its gentlemanly conduct and adherence to the Marquis of Queensberry rules, will suffer a blow. And I'm sure Marquis of Queensberry and Muhammad Ali will roll over in the grave. The damage wouldn't be limited to boxing alone. It will also affect Anthony Joshua's reputation forever. He will be exposed as a boxer who has been wrapped in a cotton wool and fought very carefully handpicked fighters to make him look good. Even if they have a rematch and Joshua beats Francis in the second fight, the true combat sport fans will look at boxing as a second rate compared to MMA or UFC. Dana White will undoubtedly be laughing for a week. And look at how much MMA or UFC fighter get for each fight, peanuts, compared to boxing matches. An MMA fighter beats a boxer who commands millions for each fight. What Francis is getting for this fight alone is more than the 20 fights he had in the UFC and in any other fights put together. But the worst part will be Joshua's credibility and Eddie Hearn's. Maybe Eddie Hearn don't care about Joshua and only interested how much he makes. But is that the case? Or maybe Joshua hasn't the confidence to carry on with his plans to become a world heavyweight champion and taking the easy way out with so much money in this fight with Francis. Doesn't he care if he wins or loses? But I still predict Joshua victory. And if Francis loses, and depends on how he loses, he will go back to MMA. But if he loses on points, he might stay and do a few more boxing matches with high-ranked boxers. After all, it's no longer a hard man fighting sport. It's a business, and businesses are not set up for one individual. It's set up to make money for investors. For Joshua to lose, no one knows what the future will be. Maybe Dancing on Ice, Strictly Come Dancing, or pantomime like Frank Bruno. And Francis will title fight, and later on, life in the movies. So many questions, so many theories, so many opinions. It will all be answered on the night of March the 8th, 2024. In the meantime, it's all a guess and opinions. So who will win on March the 8th? Leave your comments below, and if you like my videos, please subscribe and give that like button a solid uppercut. And see you next time. And once again, thank you for those who subscribed.